The next step we will cover is Test and Reports. On the left you will find the Test and Reports pane. This pane provides access to different kinds of reports that you can generate throughout the design process. To generate a report, click Refresh icon in the Run column for the report you want to create. Once the report has been generated successfully, a grayed out file icon becomes valid in the Output column. Click the file icon to open and view the report. For example, here we are looking at the area report. In the same way, you can generate the other available reports to evaluate your current configuration and verify that it meets your design requirements before implementation. This allows you to identify potential issues earlier in the design process instead of discovering them after synthesis. Some reports also provide information that is useful later in the development flow. For example, the Node and Interface ID report can help when programming configuration registers. If you have multiple versions of your design, you can use diffconfig to compare different configurations and identify the changes between them. We also highly recommend to run Configuration Advice Report. This report highlights recommendations and potential improvements based on your current configuration. In the center of the window, you will find the Logger Files pane. This pane contains log files that can help you diagnose issues while configuring the SI-L1 interconnect. 3 types of log files are available. The config log records the overall configuration process. The synthesis log contains information generated during NoC synthesis. The build log records messages produced during the build process. When you encounter an issue, these log files are the first place to look for diagnostic information. Now that we have completed the high-level specification, generated a topology with the NoC, and reviewed the reports to verify the design meets our requirements, we are ready to generate the RTL in the Build tab. From top to bottom, this tab contains the IP path, which specifies the location of the associated IP bundle, and the Build path, which specifies where Interconnect Architect generates the RTL. You will also find 2 buttons, Pre-Build Check and Generate RTL. Before generating the RTL, click the Pre-Build Check. You can think of this as a combination of HLS and microarchitecture DRS, along with additional build-specific validation. This step verifies that the configuration is valid and ready for the RTL generation. Once the pre-build check completes successfully, click Generate RTL. The RTL generation time depends on the size and the complexity of the design, so this step may take some time. Once the process completes, the RTL for your SI-L1 configuration is available, and your design is ready for the next stage of the development. This concludes the Interconnect Architect tooling walkthrough for SI-L1. Thank you for watching.